So welcome.
Thank you.
And welcome to you out there in Zoom land to Hickory's Public Library's Storytime. And with our special guest, our favorite special guest, Story Lady, Sharon Clark, is going to do Storytime for us today. So take it away, Sharon.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be back again, and I hope all of our friends are excited to do a special story. So let's start, however, with some music like we like to do. At least I like to do it. And usually what I see is that the kids really like the music portion too. So let's start with some music. And I want to give you guys at home just a minute to go into whatever area you have. You might have some musical instruments that you can play so that we can all play along. So go ahead and go into your toy box or your music area, whatever you have, and you can get some shakers, you can get some sticks. If you don't have any instruments at home, that's still perfectly fine. Really, you can use some wooden spoons to stick together, to tap together, or you can get some plastic containers for some drumming, pots and pans, anything you can that will make some music together so that we can all play. So at this point, you can pause me if you want and go get your instruments, and then we'll come back and we'll do some music. Of course, we'll start with one of our favorites. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Your friends are my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we play together, the more we play together, the happier we'll be. Your friends are my friends are your friends. The more we play together, the happier we'll be.
Yay!
We're going to do another special song. And in this song, we're going to be playing our instruments in a lot of different ways. So we're going to do maybe some experimenting of all the cool ways that we can play our instruments. So make sure you have some instruments out and we'll do some playing. How about we start by tapping our instruments on the floor? Can we do that? Hopefully you have a carpeted area. You can tap them on the floor. We're playing on the floor. We're playing on the floor. Oh yes, it's music time and we're playing on the floor. How about we play them really fast? See if you can do that. We're playing really fast. We're playing really fast. Oh yes, it's music time and we're playing really fast. All right, what about if you can play, let's say, tapping your knees? How about that? Let's try that. We're playing on our knees. We're playing on our knees. Oh yes, it's story time, 'cause we're playing on our knees. That was a fun one. What else could we do? Oh, did somebody say shoulders? Let's see if we can take our instruments and tap our shoulders. We're playing on our shoulders. We're playing on our shoulders. Oh yes, it's music time and we're playing on our shoulders. Oh, that was good. What about slow? Let's see if we can play our instruments super slow. We're playing really slow. We're playing really slow. Oh, yes, it's music time, 'cause we're playing really slow. Oh, I think I heard somebody say tapping on our toes. Let's see if you can tap on your toes, or maybe just tap your toes, like on the floor. That would be something fun. We're playing on our toes. We're tapping our toes. Oh, yes, it's music time, 'cause we're playing on our toes. Oh, that was wonderful. Let's see, what else could we do? What was that? Loud? You want to play loud? Oh, that's good. Let's see if we can play our instruments really loud. We're playing really loud. It's like a rock song, right? We're playing really loud. Oh, yes, it's music time, and we're playing really loud. Oh, that was a great suggestion. What's the opposite of loud? That's right. You got it. Quiet. This time, now we don't have to go slow. Let's just go really quiet. We're playing really quiet. We're playing really quiet. Oh, yes, it's music time, 'cause we're playing really quiet. All right. I think we have time for one more. What was that? Oh, great idea. Let's tap our nose. We're playing on our nose. We're playing on our nose. Oh, yes, it's music time, and we're playing on our nose. Great. Well, let's do a few from what we did already. We're playing on our knees. This is going to be fast. See if you can keep up. We're playing on our toes. Good. We're playing really fast. We're playing really loud. We're playing on our nose. Yay! Good job, you guys. That was amazing. You did such a great job. I'm so proud of you. Well, let's go ahead and put our instruments away. Oops. This one doesn't want to always stay up. We don't want it to come crashing down. That's right. Go ahead and put yours down too. Go ahead and put them back in the corner or wherever you keep your instruments. And I want to tell you a special story today. And the story is about, you see what this is? It's a magic fish. It's not just an ordinary fish. Have any of you guys ever seen a magic fish before? He looks very magical, doesn't he? He's purple and orange and yellow and green. He is very magical, and I can't wait for you to hear what happens in this story. I'm going to need your help with this story. So hopefully you guys can help me participate. Okay, so now in the story, we have a special way of calling the magic fish. And this is how we call him. It's very magical, very special. We go like this. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Okay, can you guys do that with me? Take a big breath. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. And whenever we say that, why the magic fish jumps out of the water and into the boat. And then, of course, when we tell him to go back into the water, he jumps back into the water, of course. Now, since this story is about a magic fish, you can see, obviously, that we might be doing some fishing in this story. And so we're going to have to go out in a boat. And I thought maybe you guys, when you're rowing a boat, it's very hard work. And so I was thinking maybe if we sang while we were rowing, it would help the time to pass more quickly. So when we get in our boat, I want you to grab your oars and we're going to sing. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Excellent. Good job. All right. Let's go ahead and put on our listening ears. Warm up your hands. Now let's twist them on. Ree, 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 ree. Once, long ago, on an island that was in the midst of the sea, there lived a fisherman and his wife. Now, they didn't have a lot of things, but they did have everything they needed. The fisherman had built them a little hut to live in, and his wife sewed all their clothes, so they had enough to wear. And for food every day, the fisherman would go out and he would catch fish. And so since they lived next to the sea, they always had plenty to eat. And on this one beautiful sunny day, the fisherman went out like he did every day, got into his boat and rowed out to sea. Ready? Here we go. Grab your oars. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And when he got to his favorite fishing spot, he grabbed his fishing pole, he pulled it back, and he cast it as far as he could into the water. And then he waited. You have to be very patient when you're fishing and quiet. Otherwise, you might scare away all the fish. Oh, I got a nibble. Oh, I got one. And he reeled and he pulled and he reeled and he pulled and bloop, out of the water and into the boat came the most amazing fish he had ever seen. Why, it was purple and yellow and orange. It even had pink lips. But even more amazing than the way the fish looked was that the fish began to speak. And he said, "Oh, Mr. Fisherman, please, I beg you, please don't eat me. You see, I am not an ordinary fish. No. I am a magic fish. This wicked witch put an evil spell on me and turned me into a fish. And now I have to swim in the sea day after day. It's awful, I tell you, absolutely awful. But I beg you, please throw me back. Don't eat me today." Well, the fisherman had to think about this. Should he eat a magic fish? I mean, he and his wife were very hungry. But at last, he decided it simply was not right to eat a magic fish. Who knows what could happen if you eat a magic fish? And so he took the fish and threw him back into the water. But when he went home and he told his wife that he caught a magic fish and let it go, oh, she was so angry. Let me see your angry faces. Let me see that angry face. Oh, yes, she was angry. And she said, I cannot believe my ears. You mean to tell me that you caught a magic fish and you let it go? Don't you know anything about magic fish? You know, if that was really a magic fish, he should be able to give us some wishes. We could use a few wishes around here. I'm tired of living in this tiny little hut. I want to live in a nice house, a house with beautiful flowers and a nice picket fence. Now go back and find that fish and tell him what I wish. But dear wife, said the fisherman, I've been fishing all day. I'm very tired. I just need to lay down and take a little nap. I said, go! And so the fisherman got in his boat and he rowed out to sea. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And when he got to his favorite fishing spot, he called for the magic fish. You guys ready? Help me call. Fishy, 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 fishy. And the magic fish jumped into the boat. And he said, oh, Mr. Fisherman, it's you again. So good to see you. But why are you here? And the fisherman replied, well, my wife says that if you're really a magic fish, you should be able to give us some wishes. She says she's tired of living in the house that I built. It's just a small hut. She wants something nicer, like a cottage with some pretty flowers and a nice fence all around. Can you give her wish? And the fish said, oh, of course I can. Absolutely. After you were so nice to set me free, go home. Your wife will have it. And then he disappeared back into the water. And when the fisherman went home, he saw a beautiful cottage. Oh, and the fence was all the way around. To the right of the cottage was an orchard filled with fruit trees, apples and bananas and oranges, peaches and pears. And on the left side of the garden, the left side of the house was a beautiful vegetable garden with all the fruits and vegetables you can imagine. Strawberries and blueberries and tomatoes and cucumbers. And the front of the house was filled with flowers of every beautiful color. It was absolutely wonderful, and they were very happy. But after only a few months, well, the fisherman's wife went back to him and she said, husband, I think you need to go back and find that fish. I'm afraid that, well, we have outgrown this house. It's just getting too big. I need something bigger. Oh, I know. I want a castle. A castle should be big enough for me. Oh, yes, a castle with great big tall towers. Oh, wait. I want some servants. If I have a castle, I must have servants. Yes, I want a servant that will wait on me hand and foot. But dear wife, said the fisherman, the fish already gave us this beautiful cottage with all these gardens. Surely you don't want me to go and ask for more. I said go! And so he got in his boat and he rowed back out to sea. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And when he got to his fishing spot, he called out for his friend. You ready? Help me call. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. And the magic fish jumped into the boat. And the fisherman said, I'm sorry to bother you again, magic fish, but my wife says that we have outgrown the beautiful cottage you gave us. It's beautiful, it really is, but she feels like she needs more room. She would like to have a castle. Yeah, a castle with great big tall towers, and she would really like it if you would give her a servant to wait on her hand and foot. Well, the fish looked at the fisherman and said, I do think this request is a bit extravagant, but then, after all, you didn't eat me and set me free, so all right, go home, you shall have it. And he disappeared back into the water. And as the fisherman rowed home, before he even got to the shore, there before him was an absolutely beautiful castle. The towers were so tall that they reached up into the clouds. And when he got out of his boat and walked through the door, there wasn't just one servant. The castle was filled with servants, servants in every single room, giving them everything they needed. But do you think his wife was happy? She should have been, huh? But she was not. She went straight away to her husband and she said, Husband, oh, I can't believe it. It's totally my fault, but I forgot to mention the land. I mean, we can't have a castle without any land. I must have all the land I can see, far and wide, all around the castle, and I want to be queen. Of course, I should be queen of the castle. I want to be queen of all the land. Oh, I know. While he's at it, I want him to make me queen of the sun, the moon, and all the stars as well. Oh, yes. Dear wife, you want me to ask the fish to make you the queen of the universe? I can't do that. Oh, I said go! And so he got in his boat and he rowed out to sea. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And when he got to his fishing spot, he called to his friend. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. And the magic fish jumped into the boat. And he said, You're back again? You practically just left. What on earth could you possibly want this time? And the fisherman told him, I'm so sorry to bother you, but my wife said she forgot to mention about land. She wants all the land she can see far and wide around the castle. And she wants you to make her queen of all the land. And while you're at it, She wants to be queen of the universe. This time, it was the fish who was angry. And he said, "What? Queen of the universe, eh? That is just absurd. I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life. You know what your wife is? I call that greedy. And greedy, greedy you should not be when you come to speak to me. Now you'll wish you hadn't come, because all your wishes are undone." And the fish jumped back into the water. And when the fisherman rowed home, guess what he saw? He hadn't even gotten to the shore yet, but he could see that the castle was gone. No towers, no servants to be found anywhere. The cottage was gone, and the orchard, and the vegetable garden, and every single flower. And the only thing that was left standing was the hut that the fisherman had built for his wife. And although this sounds very sad, and I guess in a way it is, something very important happened that day. You see, the fisherman's wife, after she had had all those things and had them taken away, she slowly was able to learn how to be happy with what she had, instead of always begging for more and more and more stuff. And when she learned to be happy with those things that she already had, guess what happened? She was finally able to live happily ever after. And that is the story of the magic fish. I hope you guys like that story. I love that. That's one of my favorites. In fact, I have to tell that story to myself regularly so that I don't get greedy and always be wanting more and more stuff all the time. So it's a good thing to always be happy with what you have. And now, how about another song? Let's do a little bit of a dancing song this time. We won't need instruments with this song. We just need to be able to dance. And let's see, what's in this song? How about some clapping? I know you know how to do that. Let's clap. There's some wiggling. Let's see if we can wiggle. Very good. There's some twirling. Now, I can't twirl, or I'm going to twirl right off the camera, but you guys can twirl, so twirl around. And then we're going to do some jumping up and down. All right? There we go. Oh, this old man, he played once. He played knick-knack just for fun, and then he clapped his hands. Give a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Turn yourself around. Woo! Now jump up and down. This old man, he played too. He played knick-knack for me and you, and then he clapped his hands. Give a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Turn yourself around. Woo! Now jump up and down. This old man, he played three. He played knick-knack for you and me, and then he clapped his hands. Give a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Turn yourself around. Woo! Now jump up and down. This old man, he played four. He played knick-knack more and more, and then he clapped his hands. Give a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Turn yourself around. Woo! Now jump up and down. This old man, he played five. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he clapped his hands. Give a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. Turn yourself around. Woo! Now jump up and down. guys. That was amazing. Well, it's time for us to say goodbye. So I'll see you again next time. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful summer. Let's put up a waving hand. Skidamarinka-dinka-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. Skidamarinka-dinka-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. Well, I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Skidamarinka-dinka-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you very much. I'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye, Sharon.
Thank you.
Thank
Miss
you.
Lisa. Bye.